Thank you, Maliko. What a beautiful Tuesday night in Boston. Now it's late May, so the NBA Conference Finals must be in town. The Celtics have made it pretty much a tradition in recent years, including the last three. And this year, the opponent they face, a deep and talented Pacer team, fresh off their impressive Game 7 win on Sunday in New York, as we welcome you to NBA Courtside, presented by Pronamel. And you look now with 4 remaining. Game 1 of the East starts tonight. Game 2 in the West, or Game 1 in the West starts tomorrow night in Minneapolis. That will be on TNT.
An elite defense. And what happens on the offensive side with that starting unit? Well, you've got 5 different positions that shoot the three. This is the most prolific three-point shooting team in the NBA. On top of that, Mike, you've got tough shot makers in both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And what does that mean? If you get caught in rotation, it's going to rain down. This is an elite two-way force as a basketball.
Game 7 on Sunday afternoon. Celtics haven't played since last Wednesday. The 2 highest scoring teams in the NBA. It's a best of 7. Game 1 is next.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by new Pronamel Repair Mouthwash. Actively repairs enamel beyond brushing alone.
This might be an NBA playoff record. The quickest challenge, Joe Mazzulla, no hesitation. We'll have the result when we come back.
These early Boston offensive outbursts can feel like a wave. A little two-man action between White and Horford leads to a wide-open 3. The Pacers have to settle themselves because the Celtics are going to keep coming.
Of the 29 points. Rick Carlisle calls another timeout. Just over 2.5 remaining in the first. Celtics up 9. Celtics going up against the Pacers and their head coach, Rick Carlisle. Carlisle, a former 3rd-round pick of the Celtics back in 1984. 3 years with Boston. Was one of their championship teams. If you ask him about the Celtics jumped out to a 12-0 lead. Rick Carlisle had to call a timeout. The Pacers answered that first punch.
Well, it's not one thing you have to guard with the Indiana Pacers. Nearly every possession, it's multiple things. Just beautiful passing, interior, big to big. Obi Toppin with a great first.
Just so good. 13 assists for the Celtics, 12 for the Pacers.
Well, he's not the offensive player that he was at different stops in his career, but when Drew Holiday has a mismatch down low, he can still finish.
For the Pacers.
Watch Miles Turner here on this pick and roll. Slip out early, doesn't hold his screen, creates the pocket. The 2-hand finish on Luke Cornett. And just not many 7-footers in the world that can do this. The set, step back, sidestep 3.
And the first half comes to an end. Pacers fell behind 12-0 before everybody was in their seats. But the Pacers stormed back, showing their grit once again, and had 22 assists. 22 assists in the first half. Tyrese Haliburton was quiet early, but finished strong here in the second. One of 3 Pacers in double figures. Game 1 from Boston. 2 quarters complete. It's all even.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
But he is the leader of the Pacers, and they're a confident team right now. First half stats brought to you by ESPN Bet. Pacers shoot 59% from the field against this great Celtic defense. And look at the assist numbers really for both teams, but especially the Pacers. 22 assists in the first half here of game one.
Well, after relinquishing the lead, Celtics make a defensive play which triggers the transition opportunity. The added strength of Tatum on display.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. And Disney and Pixar's new movie Inside Out 2, only in theaters June 14th. Get tickets now.
Well, game two of the series, Thursday night, right back here at the TD Garden, home of Red Auerbach Court. Coverage begins NBA Countdown at 7, tip-off shortly after 8 Eastern. A legendary Hall of Famer.
It's not settling. It's getting deep penetration. Reject the screen. Attack one defender. The added strength. This guy's finish ability. His ability to gather high, gather low, lean in, and score. So
Doris,
good.
did you just try to draw a foul on me? I mean, this guy's got a deep, deep bag.
And another nice play from Obi Toppin. With just a shot because it was defended well. And the Pacers pull within one. What a miraculous shot from Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, Indiana again showing resiliency. Boston takes a big lead in this quarter. They battle back. They've cut it down to one. Tyrese Halliburton with the acrobatic banked in three.
A 1-point game.
TJ McConnell again. Off a make, off a miss. First the pass to Siakam for the assist. Then the spin on Pritchard. This guy just puts so much pressure on your defense. He's shifty. And that is a beautiful move from TJ McConnell.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by AT&T. All season long, AT&T has been connecting diehard fans to once-in-a-lifetime NBA opportunities. These special moments have brought fans closer to the NBA than ever before. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
He's Halliburton.
Well, Indiana with some defensive pressure here on Jaylen Brown to create the turnover. Watch Tyrese Halliburton's head. The look away to Siakam for the dunk, and here it is, Doris. He's going to slide right into that top of the key area. This is his game. This is his jumper. All net.
Pacers call timeout. 57 seconds remaining.
Rick Carlisle telling the officials, by the way, as he's walking off the court, that he grabbed his jersey first. It does look like Jaylen Brown has a handful of Pascal Siakam's jersey.
Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7. Tip-off shortly after 8 Eastern, right back here at the TD Garden. A thriller here in game one. Pacers played so well but came up short. And we'll be back for game two. The two highest scoring teams in the NBA go an extra 5 minutes here in these Eastern Conference Finals. Drew Holiday, spectacular performance. Same thing with Tyrese Halliburton as the Pacers fall short. Final score, Celtics 133, Pacers 128 in OT. Sports Center coming up next. Our producer is Tim Corrigan, director Mike Schwab, our outstanding ESPN crew. And of course for Doris, JJ, and Lisa, Mike Green saying good night from Boston. Celtics take game one.